Hey y'all, say y'all, peace and Palo Santo Sticks. It is your girl, the Hippie Healer, and welcome to the channel. To all of my returning viewers, hey soul cousins. So happy, so blessed, so thankful to have you back. And to my new subscribers, welcome to the Soul Family. We're just spreading love, light, insight, and helping each other better navigate this beautiful human experience that does not always feel so beautiful. Now let's get into the energy. I figure since we're coming out of the full moon in Capricorn, first of all, we're not really out of it completely. Every time that there's a full moon, you can always feel the energy of the full moon 2 days before and 2 days after. So I kind of look at this as like the shadow period of the full moon in Capricorn. So yeah, I felt like the Moonology deck was the most appropriate deck to get the energy for the collective, see what it is that we need to hear and know the most at this time. What energies is this, this full moon that just came in? What is it bringing? What is it releasing? Let's get into the energy. Divine spirit guides, angels. Okay. Emotions are running high, super moon, possible. So just as before I even get into the energy, it could be very possible that this full moon brought a lot of emotions. A lot of people around you, emotions could have been running really high. You maybe as well. Shit, I know mine was, y'all. Sure was. But yeah, let's see what's going on. Divine spirit guides, angels, ancestors, cosmic family are the brightest love, light, healing, prosperity, and protection. Please give me clear and accurate messages for the collective. Clear and accurate messages for the collective. What is it that they need to hear and know the most at this time? What is it that they need to hear and know the most at this time? Please just block out any interferences as I get these messages across and protect my space. Any dark magic, evil eye being sent my way or to the way of my platform, I ask that you return it back to sender, magnified, and bonded to them. Protect my crown chakra as I get these messages across, and protect and open up my third eye chakra so that I can dive deeper into my intuition and get further clarification of the cards that come out today. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. What is it that the collective needs to hear and know the most at this time? What is it that their higher self, spirit guides, guardian angels, universe want them to hear and know the most at this time? All right. Clear and concise messages for the collective. Clear and concise messages for the collective. What is it that they need to hear and know the most at this time? What is it that they need to hear and know the most at this time? What is it that they need to hear? There we go. I like it when it's clear and concise. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. Funny, right? Because that's literally the energy that we just came out of. And you want to know another thing that's kind of cool too? It doesn't really specify a full moon. It's just full moon. So that actually says a lot. This deck actually has different full moons. Full moon in Capricorn, full moon in, in whatever, in all of the astrological signs. There's different full moon placements in this deck, but this one is specifically just full moon, which ultimately gives me the energy that yes, there could have been a lot of emotions running high this particular full moon. A lot of things come into light, possibly as well. I know I had my little moment of revelation for this past full moon myself. Tell me more, Spirit. So we have surrender to the divine. Surrender to the divine. All right. We have, oh wow, show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. I'm hearing somebody had somebody had to show somebody how they really felt. like despite backlash, despite whatever, like somebody had to really show somebody how they really felt about something. Tell me more, Spirit. Please understand that all of my readings are timeless. So this can apply to past, present, or future. Flip and switch the roles they apply to your situation, because I can be talking about you or someone who's in your energy knowingly or unknowingly. Take what resonates to you and your situation and leave the rest behind. Do not force anything to fit. Okay, okay. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about this energy. I hate more than one card, and this is definitely more than one card. So I don't know how to take it. And I don't want to take it. This is for more than one card. I can take the card that showed itself, which would be, and it kind of makes sense because actually, is it not Leo season now? Is it Leo season now? It's 7/23. It actually may be Leo season now. That's actually funny. So the next card is confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. I think it is Leo season. It may be the first day of Leo season, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. When is the first day of Leo season?
Leo season runs from July 23rd to August 22nd.
Yeah, literally today. That's so funny. That's so funny. Okay. I'm getting this feeling like there are some blessings that are solely linked to you, that are very linked to you being the authentic version of yourself, not watering yourself down, not trying to be more digestible to be accepted, but you being authentically you and you having the confidence to do so. You confidently being the authentic version of yourself is going to bring you a lot of blessings. And it's linked to your divinity. Very much so linked to your divinity. Tell me more, Spirit. Give me one more card. One more card. Y'all, my voice is back. I haven't been channeling those for a few days because I work the pickle. I don't know. I feel like everybody knows about the Picklesburg Fest now because I worked it for the first time. The first time this summer, it would have been Thursday. It would have been the first day. I worked it Thursday through Sunday. Very, very packed. People come from all over the place for this damn Picklesburg Fest. I actually don't like pickles or beer, but I was bartending during the Pickles Fest, and we were serving like pickle flavored beers and stuff like that. I mean, people from all over the U.S. really come for this fest. So I was literally serving thousands of people, literally, like over the past 4 days, I've been serving thousands of people. That is actually why I wasn't channeling, because my energy was like, I didn't have the energy for y'all. I'm just sorry. I didn't have the energy to channel. I just didn't. I'm a person, like, once I do, especially when it comes to those type of settings where, like, people are drinking and stuff, even though I didn't really actually come across anybody who seemed to be, like, really drunk, like how it is, like, when I'm at the bar. But a lot of times when I'm, like the days that I have to bartend and stuff, I don't do readings, typically because it just I take a major hit at my social battery. So I normally just don't really have the capacity to try to channel, you know. And I feel like the times that I've tried, I always feel drained or something. But anyway, one more spirit, one more card. Somebody's like, ain't nobody even ask you. Just letting y'all know why I haven't uploaded anything since like Wednesday. All right, Spirit. One more card for this energy. One more card, Spirit. One more. I'm ready to just take the first one. Conclusions are within reach. The last one is the end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay. Actually, we'll take both. I feel like the conclusions are within reach and the end of a tough cycle approaches kind of go hand in hand. That energy just gives me that vibe. So we got full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Full moon eclipse conclusions are within reach. And then full moon in Capricorn. Literally, yeah, it was meant for that card to come out. That is literally the energy that we're in. The full moon in Capricorn energy. So fucking cool. And then now, obviously, after the full moon energy, we'll be walking into a new moon energy, and it will be in Leo. It will be, I'm not going to say it's going to be in Leo. I actually don't know where astrologically that's going to be, that the new moon is going to be placed, but it will be Leo season. All right, let's get into this energy. I'm very curious to see what all is going on here. You know what I'm getting? I posted something earlier today that says something along the lines of God or the universe will make sure you are miserable if you are not using your gifts. If you're sitting and you're sleeping on your gifts, you're not tapping into your purpose, the universe will make you miserable. Nothing will grow in your life. Relationships won't work. Shitty ass. It seems like you keep ending up in shitty ass job situations. All types of stuff. Or maybe you have a good job and you just end up feeling super empty and unfulfilled. Like, that's kind of what this energy is giving me. Like, you can't go on much longer thinking that you're going to keep overlooking your gifts, trying to hide in the shadows, not stepping into your purpose. We all have unique gifts, and it's very much so linked to your authenticity. Like, you can get up and work a 9 to 5, but that doesn't mean you're being authentic to your soul, to your soul's desires, to what actually makes you feel good. It may feel good to make money, but I feel like the feel good is more so surface than it is internal. All right, let's go to the full moon so I can see what the what is here. Full moon. All right, it says surrender to the divine. Full moon. The very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to the mind. Agreed? Okay, I'm gonna read it again because I didn't do it with the it was supposed to have. It says the very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to mind. Agreed? But it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change and possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. Didn't I fucking say that's crazy? How when that first card showed itself, it's like even though I wasn't at the part of the reading where I was actually taking cards yet, I knew something about that card showing or revealing itself gave me the energy of emotions have been running really high for somebody. Somebody could be in a place where you're feeling more unfulfilled than normal. You may be in like a sunken place or just like a place of like bleh, or yeah, like a blah place. Like you can't even really explain it, but it's like I'm just not happy. Sometimes we have that. And you know what? When that happens, especially when you look around, it's like, damn, it's like ain't nothing really wrong. It's like my finances seem to be good. Or even if, or even if it's the other way around, like maybe it's a situation on the other end where it's like, yo, nothing seems to be working out. Like I'm just over. Like I'm not in the best place mentally, emotionally. 14 on the timer I just caught. You're just not in the best place. And you can't really quite put your finger on what exactly is wrong or what's going wrong. Why is it that I'm not flourishing? Or why is it that I am flourishing and I still just don't feel good? It has a lot to do with you not being authentically you. Rather, you're being a version of yourself that appeases your ego but not your soul. Rather, you're being a version of yourself that maybe at one point did appease you, but you've just outgrown. You've elevated past that point of who you are, but you're still staying in like a certain comfort zone or a certain pattern, and it's just not really cutting it for you anymore. It could be something along the lines of that, but whatever it is, it's making you feel not the best. And that energy could absolutely be heightened more so recently than any other time. It says, tune into your emotions now and see what they're telling you. They're very likely close to the surface. They're very likely close to the surface. No matter when in the moon cycle you pull this card, matters will soon conclude, and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. I mean, conclusions are within reach. Conclusions are within reach came out. Even though we're on this card, surrender to the divine, conclusions are within reach did come out. Oh, collective, you're really in a process of closing out a cycle. And when you're in a process of doing that, it's crazy. It's almost like you feel more confused than ever. You actually don't feel sure about what's coming, about what's next. You may not know what's next, but you just know. It's like one of those feelings where it's like, I don't really know what's next, but I know this shit ain't gonna work. Like, it's that type of energy. Okay. More than likely my Wi-Fi went out because it always fucking does. I don't know what's been going on lately. Anyway. Yeah, but that's the energy it's giving me. Like I don't know what's next, but I know this shit I can't do this shit no more. That's the feeling I'm getting. It says matters will soon conclude and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor at this point. The odds are in your favor as this is a positive card, but you need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. Things are falling apart to clear the space. That's literally what I just heard. Spirit is saying trust the process. Keep the faith. Okay. Sometimes Spirit just give me random words. It says attune to the moon. I'm getting the answers I need. Yeah. That's why conclusions are within reach here. It says additional meanings for this card. A wish you made may be about to come true. The next meaning is it's make or break time. The next meaning is there could be a sense of madness in the air. Breathe deep and stay calm. The next meaning is you may need to forgive someone and release negative energy. The last meaning is it's time to let go of the past and move on. And for somebody, this could actually be let go of the past and move on. It could actually be from a person, or this actually can be a situation of just like an outdated version of yourself that no longer serves you. It's time for you to leave the past in the past and move on. The reason why you're feeling unfulfilled is because you're holding on to a version of yourself that is no longer in alignment with your soul or where your soul really wants to take you, where you really want to go. It says the full moon marks the climax of the lunar cycle, making this card something of a power card. The full moon is often the time when answers are given to questions and answers during the new moon. During the new moon. And pulling this card at any time in the lunar cycle suggests answers will be coming your way before too long. Yeah. Oh, this is dope. The energy is dope. You're just in a like a transitional phase. And transitional phases feel like it's a lot. It's like you're purging. It's like a internal purging. It's really, yeah. But Spirit is telling you to just like keep your composure through the process. Trust that everything that is taking place for the betterment of yourself. And even those around you, you know? if they are meant to be around you in this next chapter, but you're elevating to something different. For some of you, it's like with this show, the world, the real you, you know, it can be a play at a point where maybe, and I'm not even saying that you haven't been being the real you, but you could have been in a situation where your ego has been the leader in the driver's seat of your life for the mass majority of your life, and now it's just like, okay, but my soul is like craving to be fulfilled, to be filled, you know. And it gets to a place where it's like, all right, well, now there's certain things that I want to change. And in the process, you may lose certain connections. But I promise you, you're absolutely going to be aligned with the people that you need to be aligned with. Next card is Full Moon in Aquarius. It's a lot of full moon energy. Oh, wow. It's most of this energy is full moon energy. Full moon. We have the full moon card. We have full moon in Aquarius. We have full moon eclipse. We have full moon in Capricorn. Damn, things are heavy. Things are just really heavy for you right now. And I'm praying for you. I'm sending you healing energy. I know you got it. You definitely got this. Full moon in Aquarius. Let's get to that one. '88. Okay. Says show the world you. Full moon in Aquarius. This card brings the message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's not a bad thing. It's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress. Even if change seems like a frightening prospect, if you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special. In a relationship, you're being too aloof or detached. Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. Attune to the moon. Be aware of your feelings, but also be prepared to move on. Additional meanings for this card. Don't lose the beauty and romance of life. The next meaning is you are too much in your head. Get into your heart. The next meaning is a friend needs you. Be there for them. And the last meaning is a situation is going to take a very unexpected turn. Every full moon is a time to release and let go. But the addition of Aquarian energy to the mix triples that message. Release and let go. Damn. For some of you, it's like release and let go. Like I'm saying, it can be releasing someone external to you, but for a lot of you, the release is something internal. I just keep hearing like outdated version of yourself, because it's no longer authentically you. It says the full moon is a time to release and let go, but the addition of the Aquarian energy to the mix triples that message. Aquarius is the opposite of clingy. Yeah, that's true, because I dated one. It's the opposite of clingy, and pulling this card at any time suggests either you need to let go or someone is thinking they are the ones who need to let go. Perhaps of you. Okay, perhaps of you. What needs to go? What is the right thing to do? Whatever happens next could be highly unconventional or unexpected. Yeah. I just said that though. Like, it's like with you being the authentic version of yourself, it can turn into a situation where, yeah, you are shedding. It's like, shedding of the skin. You're shedding away an outdated version of yourself, but in the process, you may lose certain connections because now you're no longer vibrating at the same frequency. So well, your soul does not desire for you to keep vibrating at the frequency that you are vibrating at. So it's going to be really hard to hold on to connections that aren't going to be raising their frequency with you or don't have the same feeling that you're feeling. The next one is confidence is the key to your success, new moon and Leo. This is literally the only new moon energy that we have. And it says that this card heralds the start of a new cycle for you. Yeah, when you're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. If you want someone's attention, this card says it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit. That means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think of yourself as the king or queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. This card is also a great omen if you're asking about a creative project you're working on. Alternatively, it can herald good news or a new start for your children. Confidently be your authentic self. You want to know what's so funny? I was reading something, right? And I always thought that, okay, I know the lowest of the vibrational frequencies is like shame and fear. Fear and shame are like the lowest of vibrational frequencies. I thought love was the highest. But do you know that the highest frequency is authenticity? So the same way, like, how everybody says, like, when you love yourself, you attract so many good things and so many people into your life. But when you are confidently, authentically you, that also attracts a lot into your life. Abundance, genuine connections, other people who are authentic. This chapter of your life is going to bring you so many blessings and so many abundance and so much abundance that you're not aware of right now. It says, attune to the moon, make time to have fun. Additional meanings for this card is it's time for you to show the world what you've got. Yeah. The next meaning is shine your light. The next meaning is have some pride. The next meaning is spoil yourself. You've earned it. The last meaning is you've turned someone's head. The teaching. Leo is the sign of the big and brave-hearted lion, of pride and showmanship and flirting. The energy around the new moon in Leo, and therefore around this card whenever you pick it, is hot and generous. This energy loves itself, and so should you. If you've been too much of a wallflower, in this new moon card, and the Leo new moon comes as a reminder that you need to be proud of who you are. Yeah, hiding in the shadows. I felt that. Hiding in the shadows, not wanting to do too much because you feel like maybe you may get backlash or there's certain people who's not going to accept you. Absolutely, that's going to happen. There are going to be certain people who are not going to be for you. I literally just was having this conversation earlier. It's almost impossible to be liked by everybody. And if you are liked by everybody, more than likely you're not being authentic. So crazy. Like, this lesson actually came up just this past new moon, but it was how I was feeling towards somebody else. It was like, I guess it was just something I kind of realized about a particular female. I'm like, bro, if it's almost like she wants to be liked by everybody, so she's playing all of these different roles. It's like, okay, but then if I get around this person, I have to act like I don't like this person because I know this person doesn't like this person. So you're just playing all these different roles, but then when you're in that person's face, you act like you like them, and it's a lot, and it's exhausting. You'll really crash out. operating that way. It's just like, be authentically you, and the people that really, really genuinely care for you and love your energy are going to gravitate towards you. And there are going to be some people who do not care for you. That's just the way of the world. The world is filled with different personalities, likes, dislikes, things of that nature. To expect to be everybody's cup of tea it's not possible. It's not possible. And you'll literally drain yourself trying to do it. The next one we have is full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. So if there's something you're working towards and you're like, yo, it just don't seem like I'm getting anywhere towards your conclusion, really, the conclusions that are within reach is you really understanding that who you are, whatever it is about you, that whatever light it is that you have that you're dimming, that is actually very much so tied to your abundance. That is very much so tied to the conclusions that you seek. Is you being authentically you. Confidently being authentically you. You are going to trigger, and you know what, when you do that, you're definitely not going to be everybody's cup of tea. A lot of people are absolutely going to love you, but you're going to trigger people who are afraid to be themselves. People who are afraid to pop their shit. That's one of my favorite things. I feel like people should be confident, and you should be able to pop your shit. Period, point blank. Everybody wants to live like this. Oh, I just have to, I just want to be humble and da-da-da-da. You want to know what the definition of humble is? Once I read the definition of humble, I said, I have no desire to be humble. I'm going to continue being a kind, genuine-hearted person. I do not believe that I'm better than anybody, but I do believe that I am the shit. I am her. I am the main character, and I feel like everybody should feel like that about themselves. I've been inspired to give the definition of humble. It came up it just hit me, and now I have to. Humble, having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. And why do we do that? Show a low estimate of one's importance, showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. Why do we do it? To appease somebody else's fucking ego. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And that's why this Leo energy is here. Leo is actually probably out of all of the astrological signs, the least humble. The least humble of all the zodiac signs would have to be Leo. So I knew I wasn't getting that for no reason. Be authentically you. Do not care about how that may come off to other people. If you're not doing anything that's hurting anybody, you don't feel like you're better than anybody, or you're not looking down on anybody, there is nothing wrong with confidently being authentically you. And whatever that looks like for you. It looks differently for everybody. But whatever that looks like for you, be confident to do that. Otherwise, you're going to keep being in this place where you just don't feel, where it's just like you're just existing, but you're not living. And we're here to live, to really enjoy this, make the most of this human experience while we're granted the experience. Make the most of it. Before you don't want to not make the most of it, reincarnate, come back, and it's just fucking robots everywhere. Do it now. Bro, like, please do it now. Do it now. Because I don't know what's next. I don't really know what the fuck's going on next. And I'm not the most, yay, let's see. No. Like, do it now while there's a little bit of normality left. As you reincarnate, you come back, do this shit again, it's gonna be a fucking shit show. And maybe that's just the old soul of me speaking, because I know I've been lifing forever, and I'm like, bro, I gotta get this shit right this time. I do. I don't want to be stuck in the loop, the loop of reincarnation. I don't desire to. All right, so full moon eclipse. Did I even read that part? Let me see, because I don't know if I did. I'm really excited for you, collective, for like what this next chapter it's gonna be so liberating for you to really be authentically you, with not a care in the fucking world. Like, that shit is gonna feel so free, and when you do it, you're gonna be like, yo, I waited too long to do this shit. I should have been doing this. Yes, you're and you know, at first, when you first start doing it, it is gonna feel awkward, right? If you've lived most of your life caring about how you look to others, fearing judgment, things of that nature, the first time you start trying to just live in your truth, everything you do, you're gonna think about, damn, well, how does everybody look at me? Or it's gonna feel weird at first. But after a while, the shit gonna feel real, real good, especially when you realize, yeah, even though there may be certain people that don't really care, or may you know, don't really care for it, there's gonna be a lot of people that are like, yo, I kind of like her, or yo, I kind of like him. Like, he just don't give a fuck. He's just I think the coolest. And you know what, I know that authenticity is one of the highest vibrations, because there's this girl that lives in our city, and I swear to God, she gets judged so much because of who she is. Like, people talk about her online, all types of stuff, but she don't give a damn. She still steps how she steps. She moves how she moves. And a lot of people really like her. There are people that talk about her, but there's a lot of people that really like her. And I'm a fan. Why? Because it is so awesome to see people that don't give a fuck what nobody thinks, and they just keep authentically living in their truth and being who they are. Regardless of, she's happy. The girl is genuinely happy. She is living her best life. And that shit is beautiful. Like, that is actually beautiful. More people should aspire to be like she is. Shit, I do. You know? That shit's cool. Like, and imagine how much stress that alleviates when you just don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. If I'm not doing nothing that hurts anybody, live your best freaking life. Period. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse, and just like that, a door slams shut. If you've pulled this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is about to reach a peak, or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for. I knew it. A way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time, as hard as it might be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be the key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. Yeah, for some of you too, a lot of you dimming your light, watering yourself down, not having the confidence to be authentically you, could absolutely have a lot to do with you being in a connection with a person that has maybe speaks fear into your plans, or makes you, or because you know, sometimes you get around people. Don't get me wrong, if you get around a person that's not as confident in themselves as you are in yourself, or you have a light within you that they do not have within themselves, they will absolutely try to dim your light. They will absolutely try to knock you down a peg so you can be more digestible for them. And you won't even realize it until you get X amount of time into the situation. You're like, yo, I don't even fucking recognize myself no more. What the fuck? It could be that. Like, it could absolutely be that. For some of you, it's a connection that is making you, that is playing a great deal into you dimming your light and not being authentically you, not having the confidence to be authentically you. And if that's the case, that's not everybody's situation. For a lot, I'm going to say for a great deal of the collective, it is internal. It is something internal that you have to release. But for some of you, it is external to you. It's a person that's absolutely playing a part. And if that's the case, then you actually have a little bit more work than maybe the person that just has to release something internally, because now you have to start with, one, releasing the person that may be feeding this lack of confidence, or this dimming of the light into you. You have to release this person. Then you have to heal from whatever it is that this person instilled into you. And release the version of yourself that even aligned with that person in the first fucking place. Anyway, let me finish because I just stopped. It says forgiving someone for what they did could be the key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases you so you can move on. Attuned to the moon. That which is meant for me will not pass me by. Additional meanings for this card. Doors will slam shut now. Doors which slam shut now will not reopen. The next meaning is it's time for you to get back on track. Distracted people distract people. I just heard that after I read that. The next meaning is forgiveness will set you free of karma. The next meaning is meditation, pranayama, and yoga nidra are all recommended now. And the last meaning is set control and let events unfold. Yup, surrender to the divine. Everything that is taking place, there are things that are going to fall apart because you are elevating. Your soul is evolving to a new phase, a new chapter, a new it's an evolutionary period. You have to surrender. Spirit wants you to surrender to the process. You are going to lose partners. There may be a change in your living situation. There may be a change in your employment situation. Friendships. A lot of things may change where you're going through a process of evolution. It's like inevitable. Like when it comes to like the level up, that shit is like inevitable. Shit falls away. Doors do start to close. Whatever comfort, like you could be in a situation where you're in a job that the universe really doesn't want you in anymore because they actually have so many better plans for you. That's so much that's going to provide you with so much more income, so much more financial stability, so much more of a comfort and a safe place for you where you feel like you can be authentically yourself. And in order for you to do it, but it's not in our first nature to just walk away from something. So sometimes the universe will just make it fall the fuck apart. I have a much better divine counterpart, in store for you. Your soul signed up to meet this divine counterpart. The same way your soul may have signed up for you to be in this different type of position when it comes to you sharing maybe your gifts and your talents, but you're trying to hold on to a job. And when you don't let go, the universe does one of two things. It's either going to make it fall apart, it's going to make you so fucking uncomfortable until you have no choice but to let it go. All right, so it says the next meaning is it's time for you to get back on track. The next meaning is forgiveness will set you free of karma. Oh, I already said all that. It says full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses at the same time, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because it portends change, something many of us are uncomfortable with. But change is a part of life. And this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of the fact that full moon eclipses can also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. Work with your darkness. Damn, it seemed like there was more that was supposed to be said. And the last one we have is full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Some of you, I'm very interested to know like where you are in this timeline of events. Because like I said, my readings are timeless, so this can be past, present, or future for somebody. But I'm very curious as to where a lot of you are in this process with full moon in Capricorn being the last card, and we are literally in the energy of full moon in Capricorn. Like, that's just super fucking crazy to me that that card came out of all cards. 86. All right, I'm just going to read through this quickly. Pull out some closers. Even though I'm 45 minutes in, y'all, whatever. Pull out some closers, and then we'll go from there. 86. It says the end of a tough cycle approaches. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you're wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card could be a strong sign to make an exit. Yo! Spirit, what the fuck? It's like I say it and then it just comes out and confirms what I said. I get the download and then I get it'll come up in the textbook. I don't use this deck enough to know anything, any of this energy by heart. I don't. I just genuinely don't. That's crazy. But anyway, thank you, Spirit. It says, yes, this may be a sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecasted. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is trouble, prioritize it more. Attune to the moon, release control, and trust the universe. Surrender to the divine. That's what this energy is. Even though we're on the last card, there's so many other cards that are confirming the cards that came out prior. The additional meanings for this card is a professional project may be ending now. The next meaning is admit if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. For some of you, that is your energy because surrender. That's why surrender to the divine is here. Some of you are holding on to connections that just no longer serve you. You're holding on to versions of yourself that no longer serve you. You're holding on to a job that no longer serves you. And then you get up and you wonder why you just don't feel fucking good. Now, you may it's like almost like a situation where you're stuck in a pattern. It's like a pattern. Like you don't want to let go because it's your safety net. Like you've been doing it. It's just you know what you're going to get from the situation. So it feels safe. But what was one of those sayings? It says, comfort zone or where dreams go to die. And that is so fucking true. Because if you never expand your horizons, you will never grow. If you never step outside of your comfort zone, you will never grow. You will exist, but you won't live. Dead ass. And after so long of doing that, you don't get me wrong, you can get by doing it for some time. But at some point, it's gonna turn into depression. Because your soul signed up for something. Your soul signed up for something prior to you getting here, and you're refusing to do it. 3:33 a.m. is what I just caught. Well, it's 3:34 a.m. now. But yeah, you're not mind, body. Wait, what is that? What's that sound? What does that stand for? Because those are my numbers. Mind, body, and soul. You need to be in alignment. Mind, body, soul. So when it says hard-nosed or hard-headed, I am getting that energy from you all. I'm getting that energy here. And that's why surrender is here. Because you know what? When you don't surrender to the process, I mean, don't get me wrong. Take my advice, okay? Because I am the hard-headed one. Ooh, am I hard-headed? All of my lessons I had to learn the hard way. I did. Anything that I held on to longer than my soul desired for me to hold on to got extremely uncomfortable. Got extremely unbearable until I had no choice but to let go. I'm only saying what I'm saying because I'm speaking from experience. I could not find my peace until I let go of things that no longer serve me. And you know when it doesn't serve you anymore because you feel it in your fucking soul. You do. You do. And that's why one of these cards, I think it was the first card, said something about the energy of not ignoring your emotions. Tune into your emotions, to why you're to why you're feeling how you're feeling. Try to dig deeper into what that is. Where is it coming from? What is it stemming from? The next meaning for this card is find a balance between your personal and private lives. The last meaning is it's time to stop fearing the worst. Yep. Comfort zone. It says the teaching. The full moon in Capricorn has a very strong work ethic and energy, and will more than likely come up when you're asking a professional question. If your question is about another matter, it will serve as a much needed reminder to move through any feelings of hopelessness you may have been feeling about your situation. And this applies no matter when you draw this card. Make a plan. It is far better use of your time. Okay, collective, that's the message. I'm not going to leave it there, though, because I always like to have closers. So we did Moonology, and then now I just want to do messages from the universe to close it out, and then we'll go from there, okay? Y'all, please don't judge the bottle. I have my I have my Florida water in. Okay, so I put my Florida water in an empty e.l.f. setting spray because it's just a mist. And that way, it's like I'm not wasting so much of it. That's my prerogative. You feel me? That's my prerogative. But anyway, let's see. Divine Spirit, God's angels, ancestors, cosmic family, of the brightest love, light, healing, prosperity, and protection. Thank you so much for the messages that we've been able to deliver to the collective. What more do you want them to hear and know at this time? What more do you want them to hear and know at this time? Please just block out all interferences as I get these messages across and protect my space. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ashe, ashe. And ashe. Says every situation in life is temporary. So when life is good, make sure you enjoy and receive it fully. When life is not so good, remember that it won't last forever and better days are on the way. Just confirmations of what I was saying. Says, don't worry, everything you've been waiting for is on its way. Conclusions are within reach. The conclusions are within reach. The end of a tough cycle approaches. It's here. Spirit just wants to reaffirm you of what it is that came out earlier. That's all that's happening right now. It says, don't worry. Everything you've been waiting for is on its way. Progress is being made, even if you can't yet see the results. So much is happening behind the scenes for the creation of your dreams. Trust the process. Surrender to the divine and trust the process. Come on, baby. All right, Spirit, talk that shit. Y'all know I play. Anyway, tell me more. Y'all did catch it. I said it was 3:33 a.m. I just love channeling during the witching hours. I can't help it. All right, I'm just going to take all of it. I normally don't like to take 3 at once, but they're all in alignment. It says just because something is not happening right now doesn't mean it will never happen. Divine timing is at play. Be patient and trust the process. Confirmation after confirmation is crazy. Focus on what is important to you. Don't give your time or energy to your worries, as this would only amplify them. Focus on what matters to you most. With every thought, you're creating your future. When the world feels like it's coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of what you thought you were. Oh my goodness. It's so crazy. It's like I need to stop acting like that I'm not so in tune with spirit like that. Spirit, the universe, my ancestors, they be moving through me through these readings. How they make stuff come up like this. I said that. before some of these cards, even before I even got into the meat and potatoes of some of these cards, by picking up the the textbook, I felt the energy of you shedding away a version of yourself that is an outdated version of yourself that is no longer in alignment with your soul. It says, when the world feels like it's coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. Not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path. I also said that. Decide that this is decide that this crisis will be the turning point for what you have been waiting for. Well, collective, this has been your message. I really hope that it resonates. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. I really, really would appreciate it. And it's just a beautiful way to energetically donate back to the channel. It's a beautiful way to help my channel grow, help my readings and my videos to get circulated, which I would highly appreciate. Your girl, like I said, I was just really swamped with a lot of stuff. I have all intentions on being far more consistent. So for those of you who maybe you've been losing a little bit of faith in me or whatever, because it's like, damn, she posts sometimes and she don't post, and then she, you know what I'm saying? I've noticed a difference in my subscribers when I'm not consistent. I just had a lot going on. I'm human as well. I have times where I have to, get my own energy right. However, I'm not going nowhere. I am absolutely going to be more consistent. That's my promise to you all. I promise to myself as well. I love you all so much. And